It has been way too long since I filmed one of these videos. Hey guys, what is up? It's HDL Manga here, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. So, as I said at the beginning, I haven't done a manga haul in a couple months, and I've accumulated, obviously, a lot of manga over that span of time. So, I don't know how many volumes exactly I have for you guys here today, but it's a decent amount, and let's not delay, and let's get right into it. There's not going to be really any particular order, and I honestly might have forgotten a few volumes, if I'm being completely transparent, because there's a lot, and I don't even remember what I did yesterday, let alone what I picked up several months ago. So if I forgot any, I will make sure to include them in the next haul video that I do. But without further ado, let's just start showing you some of the pickups that I got over the past previous months. One of the volumes I actually picked up recently is Kaiju number 8, volume 6. I love this cover. Kaiju's cover, like, they just do not miss. Like, look at that. Look at that, look how cool that is. Kaiju number 8 is a fantastic battle shonen. I have really been enjoying it. I read a lot of it on the Shonen Jump app, I want to say like maybe a year or so ago, and I believe this is where I left off. So now I can finally start reading the physicals, which I'm really excited for. I need to remember what happened, but I'm still very excited for it. So Kaiju number 8 volume 6, a fantastic series. Highly recommend it. They're so cool to look at. Okay, so the next two volumes actually are a series, I guess, that come together. I don't really know how to exactly describe it, but I picked up 1721 and 2226. This is by the same creator of Chainsaw Man, Tatsuki Fujimoto, so I definitely wanted to pick these up. I'm a big fan of Chainsaw Man, him and his works. He's just insane, and I love it. So these were, I guess, some of his works before Chainsaw Man. I don't really have any context for these. I think they're short stories. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. I'm excited to get into these, though. I hope I really enjoy them. Yeah. Have you guys been keeping up to date on Chainsaw Man? Are y'all reading the newest, latest chapters? I honestly haven't. It has been hard for me to get into the second part after something big happened in the first part. If you know, you know. But regardless, very excited. I'll let you know what I think about these on my Instagram when I read them. Okay, so another series that I really enjoy, that I always highly recommend, is Mashle, Magic and Muscles, Volume 11. I might have also gotten Volume 10 in the time that I was regardless, I'm up to date with Mashle. Regardless, I love Mashle. If you like Harry Potter and One Punch Man, you will like Mashle. It is just so much fun. I need to start watching the anime for Mashle. I've heard people say that it's really good, and I just love this series. So very excited for this. I'm a couple volumes behind. I need to get back up on it, but very excited for this. Love Mashle. Always recommend it. It's a great time. Continuing on with series that I really enjoy, that are very like popular right now. My roommate May, she actually works at Barnes & Noble, and she was like, yeah, this series is like one of the highest selling manga series at Barnes & Noble. I'm like, okay, pop off, good for them. And that is Dan Volume 2 and Volume 3. So Dan is just insanity. I don't know how else to describe it. It is just insane, kind of balls to the wall action. So if you are looking for that, this is definitely for you. I need to read Volume 3 yet. Volume 3 actually just recently came out. I read Volume 2 and I do really enjoy it. It's just so weird, but so fun. You know what I mean? So highly recommend it. Great series. Definitely on the more mature side, but it's just so funny. Okay, so the next volume of manga that I picked up over the past couple months is actually a more recent release, and that is Blue Lock Volume 6? Blue Lock Volume 6. Blue Lock is a really great sports battle royale series. I mean, if you are looking for a sports series that's more action-packed and more, like, intense than maybe just a normal sports manga, highly recommend this. I will say, and I posted this on my Twitter, I ranted about it, the quality control of Blue Lock is booty. I'm not gonna lie, I had to like settle for the best one. I don't know, like, it's just, I don't know what Kodansha is doing over there, but it's not great. So do just be aware, if you pick up Blue Lock, especially Volume 6 or Volume 4 too, you might run into some quality issues, just be aware of that, but I really enjoy Blue Lock. I need to get back into it. It's been a while since I've read a volume, but I do really enjoy it. Okay, so the next volume that I picked up recently is one that I was like, I was excited for, but also kind of nervous for, because I kept getting this series and another series mixed up, and I tried reading the other series on the Shonen Jump app and didn't like it. I'm like, I'm not gonna pick it up if I didn't like it. I was mistaken. And the series that I didn't read before, and that I did have read and actually do really like, is Chojin X. So this is Chojin X Volume 1. This is by the same creator as Tokyo Ghoul, and I really like it. So this is, a lot of people's take is it's too similar to Tokyo Ghoul. It's kind of like a similar concept where you have like this weak character interacts with some sort of like host thing, and congrats! You're them now. So it's kind of like a similar concept. I read this and I have actually really enjoyed it. Obviously, I haven't read beyond Volume 1. It might get better, it might get worse. I really like it, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I don't know, it's kind of fun. Why not? Okay, so the next manhwa volume that I picked up recently is The Boxer Volume 2. So The Boxer Volume 1 was one of the best volumes that I probably read in the year 2022, so I knew that I wanted to pick up Volume 2, and here are my thoughts. I think Volume 1 is definitely better, but I think Volume 2 is still good. Volume 2 goes into our main character's first, like, fight. And it's kind of interesting to see the backstory of who he's fighting and just kind of all of it go down, I guess. Give it a whirl. If boxing is interesting to you, definitely give it a shot. And it's all in color, too. So it's always kind of fun to have that because it's a manhwa, right? So, very good stuff. Highly recommend it. Yeah, I don't know, Boxer. It was a great time. Okay, so the next manga that I picked up over the past couple months are from the same series. Actually, 2 releases came out in this span of time, and that is Record of Ragnarok Volume 5 and Volume 6. Record of Ragnarok is just like turn your brain off kind of testosterone-filled read, and you know what? I love it for that. It's not too deep, it's not too complex, you can just kind of read it in like 10 minutes and just catch a vibe. I have really been enjoying these last 2 volumes in particular. I love this last matchup between Jack the Ripper and Hercules. I think it's just like so fun to see the dichotomy between the characters. I just have been loving this series. So I really recommend it if you're looking for just something dumb, turn your brain off, and just big dudes fighting big dudes, because that's exactly what it is, and I love it for that. Okay, so the next volume of manga that I picked up recently is Yomushi Pedal Volume 22. Always feels very good to have another volume of Yomushi Pedal. I will say, do we see this? Do we see that overlap? Every single volume of Volume 22 I have seen has had that overlap. So that's really good for me. Yomushi Pedal is just such a fun time. It's a great cycling series, and I need to get further into it. It's been a minute since I've read a volume, but I do obviously really enjoy it. I'm picking them up. You can see all of them are there. Thankfully, I'm up to date because the series is kind of difficult to find, but feels good to be caught up. At least. Okay, so the next volume is not a pre-order. It's one that I just decided to pick up because I was curious, I've heard good things, and I just gave it the old college try, and I'm really glad that I did because I actually really enjoyed it. So I actually picked up Haru's Curse. So this is a one-shot done by the same mangaka as Yakuza Fiancé, and you can definitely tell by the art style, like just a very, very similar feeling artwork, I guess. I really enjoyed this. It basically follows our 2 main characters who are grieving the death of her sister and his girlfriend, and they kind of just like figure out life from there. I really enjoyed it. I think it was, I could have used like a couple more volumes to really wrap things up, you know what I mean, to really get a bit, more holistic understanding and picture of what happens. But that was just because I really liked it and I just want more. I really enjoyed this series. If you're looking for something a little bit more serious, a little bit more just like kind of takes you to like just a more like somber place, I recommend it. I really enjoyed it. It was a great one shot. I'm keeping it, and yeah, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. This was a great series. I will say, I don't know, them floating on the cover is a little jarring to me. I'm like, y'all are really wall sitting like that without no wall. Like, how are you sitting like that? Okay, so the next manhwa volume that I got this month was actually very graciously sent to me from Izzy Press, Yen Press. This is a newer series coming out, I believe, in June, and they wanted a few people to read it, promote it. So the series and the volume is The Horizon Volume 1. So again, this is a newer manhwa being printed by the same person as The Boxer. So this individual's really just getting their stuff printed in English, which is awesome. The Horizon, I read it really fast. There's not a whole lot of text to it. It's a pretty straightforward read. But this was fantastic. The Horizon follows this boy who basically his world is turned upside down when this world war thing, I guess, just completely destroys everything he knows and everyone he loves. He goes out kind of on this journey and he meets a girl who has gone through a similar thing, and they basically just figure out and navigate the world together. Very good, very dark and sad read, but really, really good. I also think this is pretty short. This is a pretty short series, so it's not going to be a lot of financial commitment, which is obviously great. But this is really good. I highly recommend it. If you are looking for something a little darker, something a little bit more sad, a little bit more gruesome, this is definitely for you. Definitely don't miss this one because it is phenomenal. Okay, so I have my next stack. And this first volume here on this stack is one that I wasn't really sure about. I heard from people when it was announced that they really liked it, but I was like, I don't know what it's about. I don't know, and then I was told to just frickin' buy it, and I'm so glad that I did, because it is fantastic. This series, I don't think this volume is technically out yet. I think it comes out on the 25th. I was able to get it early at a Barnes & Noble near me, but that volume is none other than Boys Abyss Volume 1. Wow, I did not have, again, any context for this series before I got into it, and first up, this is stunning. This is how you do a manga cover and spine. Really beautiful to look at, really nice to hold. Overall, just really impressed. So I read this the other day, again going into it fairly blind, and this is the first volume and series in a while that has made me so interested that I could not wait for the second volume, so I went online to read it digitally. Like, I have not experienced that in a while. I think Emma was the last one that I did that with. So this story follows our main character, Reggie, who lives in this absolutely miserable small town, and he just can't seem to find a way to get out of it. And this town has a lot of mystery around it. There is, down by this river in this town, there was this story of these two lovers who both removed themselves from the earth, I guess. And ever since then, people have been trying to do the same thing in this same river, and it follows him basically just fighting that urge to disappear into the abyss and to find reasons to keep living. I mean, it is exceedingly dark, exceedingly twisted. I mean, some of the characters in this are just so fricked up. Like, it is not for the faint of heart. It is not for a younger audience. It is an incredible read. I have been really enjoying it, but it is not for the faint of heart. So I would recommend this to a very specific audience, and that audience is me. And if you're anything like me, you will like this. So I highly recommend it, and I will definitely be continuing to pick these up because, one, they are stunning. Look at that. Like, let's just, again, stunning. But two, the story is just so interesting. Okay, so now these next series that I'm going to show you is a very different change of pace. So it's not as sad and depressing as Boys Abyss. So yeah, we can't read those all the time. You know what I mean? So the first volume that I got is one that my friend Plam from Plasm's Manga really loves. And he was like, you gotta try it. You will probably like it too. And that is none other than Silver Spoon Volume 1. So Silver Spoon is done by the same mangaka as Full Metal Alchemist, and you can definitely tell kind of by how she draws characters, right? But this is like an agricultural, like, farming read, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. For context, I've said this before on the channel, but I grew up in an agricultural setting. So I need to get into it. I haven't read this first volume yet, but I'm really excited. I also heard that the main character is like in an equestrian club, and I hate to be the horse girly, but I'm like, okay, absolutely. So I'm really excited to get into this. I'll let you guys know what I think of it when I actually do, but I hope I like it because it seems like something that I could definitely relate to. Okay, so now we're gonna get into some shoujo and some josei, maybe? I don't know. I don't really know demographics, so forgive me if I'm wrong. But I've been wanting to get into more genres, more demographics, and more just things in general to more just like widen, you know, my understanding of manga and just like the things that I read in general. So the first volume that I got that I actually I really liked it. I really liked it. And that is none other than Marmalade Boy Volume 1. So Marmalade Boy is actually, I never like looked at this back cover before. It's so cute. Okay, anyways, Marmalade Boy is an older shoujo that actually just got recently reprinted by 7Seas, which thank you 7Seas for reprinting this gem. I know a lot of people were really excited about it. I really liked this. I think there was something so charming about it, and I also love, like, this is like, the art style is definitely like not like super old school shoujo where it's like the proportions are just like completely out of whack and the eyes are like the size of the sun. It reminded me a little bit more of maybe like Rumiko Takahashi kind of vibe. I don't know, like shoujo artwork can sometimes scare me in that way, but this did a really good job and I really like this. It basically just follows our two main characters who get put into a weird situation. Her parents basically, her dad like marries his mom and like his dad marries her mom, but then they all just live together. It's like a really weird situation. But I'm excited to get more into this. I love these editions. 7Seas did a really good job and I just really enjoyed it. I think it was really cute and I cannot wait to read more. Okay, so the next manga? Is this a manga? Manhwa? I think this is a, what are you? I don't really know. Anyways, though, the next volume that I picked up over the past couple months is Romantic Killer Volume 3. I know this is controversial in the community. People either love it or hate it. I am in the not majority, in the part of the people that love it. I just think it's so funny. It's a reverse harem following our main girl character. I just really enjoy this series. I don't know. There's not much else to say about it. I recommend it. It's just fun, and I like the girl main character, like, she is me for real. Okay, so the next series that I picked up were actually all of volumes available. I kind of just took a plunge with this series and kind of went into it a little bit blind, but actually have really enjoyed it. And that is In the Clear Moonlit Dusk Volumes 1, Volume 2, I think that's Volume 2. Yeah. And Volume 3. So I am currently up to date with In the Clear Moonlit Dusk. This is by the same mangaka as, is it Daytime Shooting Star? I think. I could be wrong. Sorry if I'm wrong. But I've been really enjoying it. If you kind of like the more, like, I don't know. I mean, the back of this says, I'm painfully aware I'm more hero than heroine. So if you kind of like that trope, where it's more of a tomboy girl and like a very princely dude, but I don't know, I just recommend it. I really like it. It's been fun to read, and I can't wait to see how it progresses. It's been surprisingly really enjoyable. Okay, next stack. We've got one more after this stack. So the next volume that I got, this actually like just the other day. I haven't read this yet. I have no idea how it is. I've heard people like it, but I have literally no clue. And that is Sunbeams in the Sky, Volume 1. So another shoujo. I know. Oh my gosh, what is happening to me? I'm giving it a shot. I don't know. I really don't know what else to say about it. It looks cute. So yeah, I have no idea. I haven't read this yet. I'll let you know my thoughts on Instagram, but who knows? Maybe I'll like this. Maybe I'll hate it, but maybe I'll like it. I'll keep you posted. Okay, so the next manga that I picked up is another shoujo. Look at me, go be proud. Be so proud of me. Thank you very much. And that is A Condition Called Love, Volumes 1 and 2. This is a newer releasing series done by Kodansha. I think the covers are so cute and I love how they feel. I love a good like matte kind of cover. So A Condition Called Love, I've read these 2 volumes, and I actually have really enjoyed them. Basically, it follows our main girl character who just doesn't really know anything about love, or just even like romantic feelings. She's never really experienced those before, doesn't really know how to interact or just navigate those in general. And she meets this boy who just got out of a relationship, and he is absolutely infatuated with her, and it kind of just follows them like figuring each other out, and her just like figuring out what it means to like somebody. So it's really cute. I'm really excited. There were some glimpses of some things in it that I'm like, oh, like, what are we up to? And I'm actually really excited to see where it goes. So I will be continuing to pick these up, but really fun, wholesome, with a little edge from time to time, which I really like. So yeah, that's that. Love these. They're so cute. I'm excited to see where it goes. Okay, so this next volume was actually sent to me by Yen Press a while ago. If you follow me on socials, you would know that. And I was very unsure. Let's put it that way. I heard a general idea of what this series was about, and I was just like, I don't know about that one. But then I read it, and I actually really loved it. The anime is currently releasing, and people also really like it. Anyways, you probably guessed what it is. That is Oshidoko, Volume 1. So, this. Let's talk about this, because again, when I first heard the premise, I was like, heh. Like, what are we up to? I highly recommend it. There was like a big twist in this volume that I wasn't expecting. Maybe I should have been, I don't know. That really like changes the trajectory of the entire series. So I really actually recommend it. I really enjoyed it. I'm really excited for the next volume to come out. I'm excited to see how it progresses because I really enjoyed it. Surprisingly. Okay, so another volume that Yen Press sent me that I actually really enjoyed and decided to pick up the next one is actually Shy Volume 1. They sent me this, and then I picked up Shy Volume 2. So, Shy is a newer releasing title by Yen Press. And I actually have been really enjoying it. Shy is basically about our main character here who is a superhero. Every, I believe, country has their own superhero, and she is a superhero of Japan, I believe. And she just goes around saving people, but she's really shy. Roll credits. But then they kind of discover like this bigger problem, and later on in the volume that they're gonna have to navigate and figure out. I actually really surprisingly enjoyed this. I don't know, it's definitely action-packed, but it's also like really sweet kind of wholesome moments as well. So I would recommend giving this a shot if you like kind of the superhero type vibe. This is definitely for you. I'm really enjoying it. I need to read Volume 2. I love Volume 2's cover. I think it's really funny. But yeah, really enjoyed this one. Excited to keep reading it, and I do recommend it. I think it's really cute and actually surprisingly action-packed. I was impressed. The next series that I picked up, or at least what's currently out of it, again, is another shoujo, and that is Rainbow Days Volumes 1 through 3. This is a shoujo based on the perspective of a group of teen boys, which I actually really like. I don't know, I think it's kind of funny. It's basically them figuring out how to date people, how to be teen boys, just navigating women. Let's be real, navigating women can be a challenge. So I've actually really been enjoying this. Again, it's fun to kind of see the perspective of the male leads, I guess. And they're just funny. I don't know. They're each just so unique in their own ways, and some of them are just like a little spicy, and it's just like, it's really enjoyable. So I'd recommend this. I think it's fun, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep picking these up because I have been really enjoying them. I love when I open up to like random manga panels and I'm like, like what just happened? Because I have no idea what's going on. Anyways, and that is Kimono Jihen Volume 5. I have been really enjoying this read. I think it's just like, I don't know, I think it's a simple, pretty straightforward, yet fun read. It doesn't do anything terribly unique, but I think what it does is it does it well. Kind of the concept is every other concept. Our boy main character is part thing, and he joins an association to destroy a thing that he's part of. Like, it's just pretty basic, straightforward, I guess, like storyline, but still really fun. I highly recommend it, and I also love these covers. I think they look so freaking good. The next volume that I picked up is Momo the Blood Taker Volume 4. I love these covers and these volumes. I think they look so good with the black, and then look at that spine, bro. Like, look, can you even see it? I don't even. Look at that spine. It looks so good. I am so excited to get another volume of this. I have been really enjoying this. It definitely gives Parasite vibes, but like in a unique way. So highly recommend this. I am a volume or two behind that I need to read because clearly this volume, some of these panels, bro, I wish I could show you because they're actually kind of insane. Friends, we're on to the last stack. We've done it. I'm so proud of you. Are you still here? I'm barely still here. I need to go to the gym in like a couple minutes. Anyways, so the next couple volumes are actually a series that I picked up in its entirety, and I'm so glad that I did because I have been really enjoying it. And that series, I didn't bring all the volumes over here because there are a lot of them, but I have Erased volumes 1 through 5. So I did pick up the complete series of Erased, and I have been really enjoying it. I haven't watched the anime, I've never read the manga, and this is just, I've heard just kind of one of those series that you need to read. It's a great mystery, kind of like teleportation series, I guess. I don't really entirely know. I read volume, I think 3 recently. Insane series. I'm so excited to see how it ends, how it wraps up. If you're looking again for a really good mystery, dark mystery read, definitely give this a shot. I've been really enjoying it. It's highly acclaimed for a reason. Just read it. You will not regret it. Okay, so the next 2 volumes are part of a series that everyone knows and loves, and that is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5 Golden Wind, Volume 6 and Volume 7. So I am currently up to date with JoJo's in the physicals, which feels great. The back covers every time, they do not miss. The artwork, it does not miss. Cannot wait to get further into it, and I'm just glad that I am caught up to date with the physicals because there are so many. Okay, so the next volume of manga that I picked up is a series that I really love, and I'm so glad that they are re-releasing them because the reason I sold the first editions is because they just look bad. So, really glad that they are getting a little bit of a facelift. And that series is none other than Parasite. Specifically, I picked up Volume 2. I love how these look, and I love how the spines are all going to spell out Parasite by the end of it, and that just is going to look so nice. Parasite is a fantastic, I guess horror mystery type read, and it's all in color too, which is so nice. And look at that! Oh, the attention to detail in this release is so nice. I will say I don't really know what's going on with the cover. I don't like how there's a ton of white space. But that's just me personally looking at it in a really, I remember that scene, in a really picky way. But I love Parasite, highly recommend if you haven't already, and now is the time to get it because they are releasing these beautiful hardcovers. There are only 2 volumes out, so you don't have to catch up with 50, which is nice. But yeah, really excited for this, really good series, and so excited it's getting a good treatment. We are at the last 2 volumes in today's haul. You made it, I'm so proud of you. You made it. I barely made it. So, the last 2 volumes in today's haul is none other than the Fire Force Omnis, Volumes 2 and Volume 3. I have been collecting Fire Force through the Omnis, which I don't normally do. I've been really enjoying Fire Force. I do need to read these 2 Omnis yet. I've read the first one and actually really enjoyed it. It's just a solid shonen series, it's hard to go wrong, and it's by the same creator as Soul Eater. So, if you like Soul Eater, definitely give Fire Force a shot. But, really excited to have these in the collection, and I cannot wait to get into them. So everyone, those are all of the volumes that I have picked up and acquired over the past couple months, probably except a few volumes that I've just totally forgotten about, but regardless though, definitely got some good ones. But I would love to know, what have you picked up over the past couple months? What has your favorite release been? What is a release that you are looking forward to? Tell me all that in the comments down below. But guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.